Hey future GGs, welcome to our autocomplete interview. My name is Charbel, I'm a student ambassador.
I'm Emily, I'm also a student ambassador, and today we're going to be talking about admissions. Alright, let's see what our first questions are. So our first question is, do I need to send in my grades or documents? Okay, a really good question. So most students coming from an Ontario high school will not need to send in their grades. They'll automatically be sent through the OUAC platform. However, each case will be particular, and the best recommendation is to go in and check your student account. So our student accounts are through uOZone. When you apply to the school, you'll be able to go in to your uOZone account, and there you'll be able to see any documents that are needed. So you'll have an exact list of what you might need to send in. All right, our next question says, do I need to send anything other than my grades?
All right, so for most cases, no. However, many students will have to provide an English proficiency test, or for the students that are in visual arts, they'll have to submit a portfolio. However, to make sure if you need to send in something or not, just check on your uOZone.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna move on to where can I find? So where can I find the average I need? All right, so for all of our students in Canadian high schools, most of your guidance offices should have copies of our viewbook located at the office. So you can always go and grab one there. If not, you can go to our admissions website and you'll be able to find all of the admission averages for each program located right there. All right, our next question is, where can I find the prerequisites I need?
So for this question, it's essentially the same as the average. So you're gonna find them in the viewbooks or on the admission website.
Perfect. So now we're gonna talk about the what ifs of admissions. So what if I'm missing the admission prerequisites? Okay, super good question. So if ever you are missing a prerequisite, you're planning on maybe taking it in summer school, we do accept summer school courses. All you're going to want to do is let our admission office know with proof of enrollment that you're actually going to be taking that summer school courses, so that they know to hold off on making any decision on your file until we've received those final marks. Great, so our next question is, what if my admission average is not high enough?
Alright, so that's an excellent question. So if you think that your admission average is not high enough, what you can do is fill out a DPE. So understand that grades are not the only way to determine if an applicant is ready for university or not. So the Declaration of Personal Experience kind of helps you show other aspects of your life and explain why exactly your average isn't high enough. So this is open to Canadian citizens, to permanent residents, as well as refugees.
All right, ready for the next questions. All right, so now about applying. So our first question is, what's the deadline to apply?
All right, so for Canadian citizens, it'll vary between March 1st and June 1st. And for international students, it's gonna be, for the fall semester, it's gonna be on April 1st. But just to make sure, you can go on the uOttawa admission page, so uOttawa.ca.
Our next question is, will I have more chances of getting accepted if I apply to a program in French and in English? So this is a really good question. If you are someone who is looking to study in French, you are more than welcome to only apply in French. Because of our application pool being much smaller in French, it also means at times our actual admission averages for our French programs are also lower. So there's no need to waste a choice when you go in to apply to OUAC. You are more than welcome to just apply in the language you would actually like to study in that program for. Next question, will I have to do a language test when I apply?
So with the exception of a couple programs like translation, there are no English requirements for most Canadian students if you are applying in English. However, if you are applying for the French immersion stream, there will be a test starting in January to assess your French. It's essentially a French proficiency test, and it will allow us to tell you what French as a second language courses you will need to take once you're here.
All right, so now we're actually gonna talk about the offers. So how will I know if I have an offer? Really good question. So we'll go back to talking about your student account. So when you first apply, you'll be sent an acknowledgement email from the university. All of our communications with you will be electronic, so through your email or your student account. Any change or modification that is made to your actual application, you'll be sent another email letting you know. So it's really important, check your junk mail folder when you do apply. Sometimes it goes in there, and then that will also contain all of the login information for your uOZone account. And then when you're actually sent an offer of admission or any changes made to your account, uOZone is where you'll go to actually see what that change is. All right, so our last question is, when will I get my offer?
All right, so offers are sent out beginning in December, and then after that, they are continuously sent out up until the summer.
Perfect. All right, so those are all the questions we'll be answering for you today. If you do have any questions in the future that you would like answered, you can always send them over to us on our social media accounts, which are at uOttawa Future. So Facebook or Instagram, we're more than happy to answer those for you.
All right, see you guys later.